Hey, what's up? This is AstroDim laying in my bed because it's my bed and astrology bitches. Hey, what's up, y'all? This is AstroDim here. Um, Talking about like the Sagittarius new moon or whatever. Hey, y'all. So it's like late as fuck, so you're probably gonna get this on the 27th instead of the 26th. But while I'm recording, it's the Sag new moon, and you guys know, like, I like to record it during the new moon, because like, I like to do it the day instead of the day before. Because what I don't want you guys to do, I know there's like so many like eager people who's like, oh my gosh, I gotta do like new moon intentions or whatever, and I don't want y'all to do it before the time I give you. And some people don't listen, and then they would like come, why my new moon intentions didn't work out? It's because you're not listening. So I just decided to do it like the day of. I've been thinking like maybe I should do it the day before, but no, I don't think I am. And plus, I like speaking when I'm in the energy too. That's nice. Also, yes, like this like weekend was like crazy for me. A lot of energy work. Okay, lots and lots of energy works. So yeah, I wouldn't have been able to do it anyway. But yeah, let me just stop chatting and let's go ahead and talk about the Sagittarius new moon. Okay, so of course it was November 26th at 10:08 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in 4 degrees Sagittarius, specifically 4 degrees and 3 minutes of Sagittarius. All right, now again, that's 4 degrees, and I'm a little talk about numerology, right? Well, the last new moon was also at 4 degrees too, so it's that same 4 energy. 4 for astrology is connected to comfort, personal emotions, family, ancestry, right? Things that are like kind of stuck, that's a part of us and it ain't gonna change, right? 4 for tarot is holding back, being chill, being present, being very, very present within the energy. When I think of 4 of cups, is someone being stuck within their emotion and not wanting to even change their emotion. They're just stuck in it, right? When I think of 4 of swords, it's someone that needs to chill and reflect on the past events that has happened to them, get into their mind, sort things out in their mind, meditate. When I think of 4 of pentacles, you're holding back money. You're being present with your money and the practical things within your life, and you're not purchasing for the future. You're just holding on to your money, being present, right? And then when I think of 4 of wands, you are celebrating the present. You know what I mean? So it's all about being present, holding back, being within the moment with tarot, okay? 4 numerology is connected to trustworthiness, masculinity, strength, stability, dependability, productivity, punctuality, obedience, persistence, results over recognition, and being humble. All right, so these are kind of like real solid ass energy when you really think about it. 4 is a Cancer degree. For 4th house for astrology is Cancer in like energy, and even though Cancer energy is a cardinal, it's not a fixed energy. It's definitely based off of something that's within, emotions that you personally are connected to, things that you really hold true to. Cardinal energy is a pure mixture of mutable and fixed energy because they have the let's go ahead and do it energy of mutable signs, but they have one goal in mind and are stuck in that one goal in mind, similar to fixed. So it's really interesting how it's a blended energy for sure. All right. So that's my numerology segment. Let's go ahead and talk about just the new moon in general, astronomically and astrologically. Okay. So with this new moon, right? It's the last, like, fucking, not the last new moon. It's the last, okay, let me say it like this. It's the last new moon of the year, in which I feel that you can do some magic in. Because the next new moon, I believe, is December 26th. That's a solar eclipse new moon. And I really feel that people, during the solar eclipses and lunar eclipses, this is a time for us to reflect and chill out, vibe within the energy and pick up the intuitive messages instead of trying to work your magic and trying to put things out there. Because when you think about the solar eclipse, right, and this is where we get the node energy from, the sun and the moon is meeting, not just through, passing each other, but they're meeting vertically and horizontally. You know what I mean? They're like meeting. Okay, this is luminary energy, like in one spot. This is a lot of energy to work with. And I really don't think that people should be trying to do some magic at that time. It's just me personally. This is what I feel. Of course, you can, everyone's different. Everyone can use their own intuition on how they think they should move energy. Some people have been successful during eclipse energy. At least they say they have. I just never, honestly, with me, especially because the moon is in, not the moon, but Cancer is in my 6th house, which is connected with the moon. I'm very sensitive to the moon energy when it comes to my day-to-day life. I'm too tired to do any fucking magic. I can't even put enough energy into it. So I never have done magic work with the eclipse energy, but hey, just do you, boo. But me, I ain't doing shit. Okay? So if I were y'all, if you were to ask me your advice on this, don't try to put no intentions in the December 26th new moon, which is the Capricorn new moon. Go ahead and do that for the fucking this new moon. This new moon is special too, and we're gonna talk about that. All right. So, anyways, astronomically, like I said, it's when the new moon. The new moon is basically when the sun and moon meet, right? Now they're not covering each other like eclipse energy, but maybe the sun's a little bit more higher than the moon, or vice versa, and so with that energy, with them being so close to each other in the same vicinity, it's it creates a shadow within the earth, and it basically, we can't see the new moon, but you have to think about it. This energy is our luminaries, right? Is what we look at for light, for understanding. It gives us these luminaries, gives us energy, So it's very important. So astrologically, when you think about it, right, the moon and the sun are meeting. So that means that, whatever the moon is connected to, the sun is in the same idea, right? And so the moon represents our emotions. The sun represents our reactions. So wherever we feel, we are reacting to it. That's why it's a beautiful time to do manifestations during new moons. Because you feel something, you want to react to it. Your emotions and your reactions are totally aligned. You get what I'm saying? It's not no confusion like what I was talking about during that full moon in Taurus, where you're feeling one way but reacting another. No, there's none of that. This one's different. All right? So definitely keep that energy in mind, okay? Now, what does this specific new moon mean? Well, internally and externally, right? Or emotionally, and how we're going to react to those emotions. We are wanting to be adventurous, spontaneous, and follow our passions and desires unapologetically. You got to think about it. Sagittarius energy is connected to just doing what you want. feeling that passion inside you and just following it. Again, it says fire, mutable energy. It gives, Sagittarius is all about fast results and fast satisfaction, because the desires changes often. And so you feel something, you have this passion for something, you want a reaction to it. You know what I mean? And that's how we're going to be vibing. And so a lot of people are going to like take that leap, do that thing, jump at something, because, this is the time to do it. And with Sagittarius connected to Jupiter, and Jupiter, Jupiter's still in Sag, right? This is the last Jupiter Sag new moon too. With Jupiter having your back, connected with abundance and prosperity, and it just being an auspicious planet, it's a beautiful time to definitely try to do some manifestations for sure. And it's a beautiful time for you, if you like feel something, go ahead, jump at it, and it's not gonna hurt. You'll be all right. Especially if you want to bring something within your life. You know what I mean? The moon's gonna be growing from here on out. And so that means the thing that you've been wanting is going to be growing as well. Okay. But yeah, like we're traveling. A lot of people might be traveling. A lot of people are connected and open to new ideas of different philosophies and beliefs and ideas and anything that's foreign and different to them. And we're just being very explorative in many ways. Physically, in our minds, with the things that we're doing, just in general, very explorative, very adventurous, just going for things. That's why it's a good time. I like this energy a lot, and it's lovely that holidays are connected with Sagittarius energy. You know what I mean? The holiday time. Of course, Christmas is in Capricorn season. Shout out to the Capricorns. Whoop whoop. But a lot of the celebration of Christmas time is in Sagittarius season, you know what I mean? And same with Thanksgiving. Shout out to my Americans too. So yeah, y'all, it's fun. It's fun shit happening here. Of course, there's other holidays too, so I just want to shout out the other holidays. Hanukkah, Kwanzaa. My family celebrates Kwanzaa, of course. And then also the holidays that pass, Diwali, Ramadan, and all of the other international holidays, winter solstice, all that, y'all, New Year's Eve, all the fun shit. Okay. All right. So yeah, y'all, we're going for what we are desiring, basically, which is nice energy, especially because this new moon is going to be in the first decade of Jupiter. And so this is bringing more abundance to the overall new moon energy. All right. Because this new moon is kind of ruled by, it's ruled by Sagittarius, which is ruled by Jupiter. And it's in the first decade, which is more Jupiter energy. Right. Although this energy is auspicious, Jupiter brings abundance just generally, good or bad. But even the bad will lead to good. So, you're at your most adventurous and testy at this moment. And although you may have pie in your face, it will eventually be a great lesson learned. And you will end up growing from it. And so it will turn out good anyway. You feel what I'm saying? It will just always turn out for the best. So, shit's good. Shit's going to be fine. It's an interesting new moon. And especially the things I'm going to be talking about a little bit later, especially for my patrons, it's a good moon to manifest, boo-boo. Yes. Okay. So, this is actually going to be a pretty short general reading, guys, because the thing is that this new moon is actually don't have that many aspects. I had to kind of dig in the crevice for these aspects that popped up. I had to look at the inconjunction. You guys know I don't really talk about inconjunctions and semi-sextiles like that, but I had to dig a little deeper. I did. So, yeah, booze. This is going to be a short one, but I did want to speak on, or just give you guys a little manifestation talk in general. what I suggest you guys to do when it comes to manifesting and during the new moon, I would say, give 12 hours after the new moon to manifest at the very least. Personally, what I like to do is wait until this is my new thing. This is what I like to do, right? I like to write the new moon manifestations on the new moon. Let it sit, right? And then do a ritual when the moon is sextile the sun or trine the sun. That's what I like to do, especially trine. This will actually help those manifestations work out harmoniously and at your greatest good, of course. And so, I like to do that personally. Now, there's some people that just love working with the new moon energy. You can do that, of course, especially if you are a new moon person. You probably would love to do that, but, to make life easier for me, that's what I like to do. Really work with the energy of the moon, really apply some electional astrology. And I know I've been used to, get annoyed by electional astrology, but the shit's real. I honestly got annoyed by it because it's just hard to do. It's not hard to do in the sense of reading, but checking all the aspects and trying multiple days and multiple times was annoying. I ended up getting actually a program to help me with electional astrology, and it's fucking amazing. But it used to be annoying, and I kind of also, to be honest too, I had this feeling too where I was like, we should just do things based off our intuition as well, instead of just listening to someone give a suggestion of their interpretation of what will be the good day to do certain things. You know what I mean? But honestly, it's great to do both. Why won't we just blend both? And I kind of grew into that instead of just being like, no to freaking electional astrology. I was the same way with degrees too. All the degree methods that I've checked out were crap. Literally they were trash.com until Mercury retrograde, shadow period, y'all, for real. Until I got into, the Serbian method, which is really dope. So yeah, I can get stubborn sometimes, I have a Scorpio 9th house and my Pluto's in there. Don't judge me. All right. But yeah, that's what I like to do with manifesting. You know what I mean? Also, if the new moon is aspecting any of your energy negatively, don't manifest things connected to that. So for example, right, if this new moon is square my ascendant and I wanted to really manifest, to exercise more and to be more fit and to have be more comfortable with my body, you know what I mean, or to strengthen my personality somehow, any first house type of things, right? I wouldn't be really successful within it because the new moon is squaring energy, my personal energy, and it won't work. And if it would work, it will work in a fucked up way. Oh, you want to be skinny, bitch? Get sick for 5 weeks. You know what I mean? So just be careful, guys. Look at your own charts. Get comfortable with your own charts. Work with the transit energies. You know what I mean? If you want a suggestion on what to manifest, you can holler at me. Get a $10 mini reading. But yeah, y'all, just be careful with when you have to utilize astrology fully. If you want to manifest the right things in your life. You get what I'm saying? A lot of people's kind of you can manifest anytime, any way. Yeah, you can. Yes, that's true. But don't you want it to be more effective? Just saying, boo, whatever. All right, so that's my little manifestation spiel. I think I'm gonna mention this every time I speak about the moons, because I just want to make sure y'all again utilize this energy right. Okay. All right, so the last part I'm going to talk about the 3 little measly aspects that are happening during this new moon. Like, it's because all this energy is actually not semi-sextile, but in a semi-sextile sign to the new moon. And so, like, it's just not working. You know what I mean? It's just not working out. So, there's only 3 aspects happening. So let's go ahead and talk about them, okay? So the new moon is in conjunct Mars, okay? So that is, actually, why did I say in conjunct? I'm sorry. Semi-sextile. Look at me. Goodness gracious. Sorry about that, y'all. So this energy is semi-sextile Mars. Really interesting energy. It's actually better than in conjunctions, because, like, let me break this down to y'all when it comes to semi-sextiles and in conjunctions, okay? So with semi-sextile, let me explain like this. With in conjunctions, right, the energy is not in the same element, not in the same modality, and not even in the same season. So there's just no relatability to it at all. Complete confusion. But with semi-sextile, it's not in the same modality, not in the same element, but it is of the same season. So there's a general theme that is similar. Okay. Now, if you look at where the new moon is at and then where Mars is at, it's in Scorpio and in Mars. Okay. I mean, Scorpio and in Sagittarius, And, Libra, Scorpio, and Sag are the quote unquote, at least what I like to call them. I saw other astrologers call them this too. But, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius are in the quote unquote relationship signs. Okay. They're all about relating to others. So, Libra is about relating to people on a one-on-one level in a very amicable, harmonious type of way. Scorpio's about, really building a deep intimacy with someone where a lot of emotions are involved, a lot of secrecy and confidentiality is involved, and it kind of brings in transformation within your life. And then Sagittarius is relating with people that are different from you. You know what I mean? Thus, you relating to not only with people who are different and foreign to you, but you relating to a whole culture that's foreign to you. You're relating to a whole country that's different from you. It's like you relating to people one-on-one, but you're relating to everything that about them that's different and foreign to you too. And because it's kind of like a community vibe, it's a transition into the more collective signs, which are Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. You feel what I'm saying? And so that's what they have in common. Sag and Scorpio, they're both relationship signs. They're in the relationship season. Okay. And so, that's the similarities. Now, let's talk about this actual placement, right? The new moon, semi-sextile Mars. In general, it seems like the collective really wants to get into the vibe of relating with people, on a one-on-one level, getting to know the intricacies of them, the things that interest us about them, and just building with one another. That's the whole vibe of this season, which is really beautiful. It's the reason why it's cuffing season. I'm just saying, right? But the thing is the approach is a little bit different. Emotionally, you really want to learn about people, and things like you want to learn about the things that make someone different, that makes them unique, the things that will keep you interested. And so you have this fire within you where you want to just kind of connect with things that are different from you. And so you're expressing yourself in such a way. Again, like that energy that I was describing before, being adventurous and trying things out. And the thing is, though, is that you're more motivated by connecting with people who are binded with you, or you're motivated to be more binded with someone, but there's this inner fire within you that wants you to explore a little bit more. And so there's kind of like a conflict, because there's this general understanding that, hey, I want to relate with more people. I want to build relationships with more people. But the thing is that how you want to move is like, okay, I want to do this and I want to vibe with people who I really have a good emotional bond with, that I can really trust. But it's hard for you to trust because inside you're really interested in exploring the world, exploring what's out there and what's available. And so, see where Scorpio and Sag is in your chart, and see how it's actually placed, the situation is being placed within your life. But that's how you're seeing things. You're motivated by building a trusted relationship with somebody, yet you want to explore. You want to explore deep down inside, and you're expressing yourself in that way. But you want your motivation is based off of building a tighter relationship. But how you're going to do that if you keep jumping from one to one to one to one thing? You know what I mean? So it's a really interesting energy because both of the luminaries are in Sagittarius. I do suggest that we be more Sagittarius-like, at least for the next week or to 2 weeks. But that's what I'm really seeing there, okay? Another thing that I see is that this new moon is in conjunct Uranus, all right? So remember how I described in conjunctions, right? It's when two planets, or possibly more in our case, right? They are not in the same season, not in the same modality, and not in the same element. So these are totally different vibes here. Total miscommunication. All right, so let's talk about it. Again, with this new moon, we're being adventurous. We're trying things out. We're being risky. We're exploring. And we're relating with people and connecting with people and exploring. People call Sagittarius the ultimate non-committal sign. And the reason why they say that is because, Sag is all about relating with people. But then when they get kind of over it, or they get what they need, they jump and go to the next, right? And it's, it's no, negativity to the person that they connected with. But they feel like, well, I've got what I need from the situation. I'm ready to explore something different. And they have every right to feel that, hey, I want to try something new now. That's okay. You know what I mean? You guys served each other's purpose. And now you can go on with your bad self too. You know what I mean? All the other non-Sages. But that's kind of the energy of Sagittarius, right? Really exploring, connecting with people, exploring what they have to offer, and, jumping from person to person, from situation to situation, from idea to idea, to really get a holistic understanding of what the world has to offer. You know what I mean? And so that's the vibe of this new moon. That's what we want emotionally, and that's how we're expressing ourselves, right? But the thing is that Uranus, especially while it's retrograde at this time, is, focused really on stability, not exploring, you know what I mean? But really being extremely stable. Now it's funny because Uranus is totally not about stability. Uranus is actually at its fall here. But the thing is, though, is that, what we're doing with this intricate energy is that we are looking at the uniqueness within us and our authenticity, our originality, even our, spontaneity too, right? We're looking at these things and kind of figure out why we are doing this at this moment. Like, why are we the way we are? You know what I mean? With Uranus retrograding, why are we expressing ourselves in this way? Why do we see this as authentic but not that? And what we're doing with that energy is we're trying to understand the worthiness of how we react to things. The worthiness of even our friends, the worthiness of the people who are around us, the worthiness of our dreams and aspirations, the worthiness of the things that make us unique, different, and honestly weirdos. And by doing that, we're not only building confidence and self-esteem within those unique parts of us. What we're also doing is we are thinking of ways on how to monetize our uniqueness, to create our better lives. But this is kind of, even though these energies are nowhere near similar, this is kind of giving me like a Four of Swords type of energy, where you're sitting and you're thinking, but you're thinking about, cool stuff that's unique and quirky and weird, but you're not moving. You know what I mean? You're really sitting and thinking, not relating with others, but being really focused on self, and how, like, of course, focus on the world and like the people that we're connected with, but how it's all connected to us and our personal experience. So it's a very self-involved placement. The new moon is kind of like, what? I need to explore. I can't sit still. I need to see what's out there. And so, we may be feeling this way where we're ready to explore, but we also want to take the things that we're learning through exploring and sitting for a second and trying to figure out, okay, is this worthy? Is this like, what about this is authentic? How is this connected to my authentic experience? You know what I mean? But then you want to move. Like, you don't want to stay still, but you do want to stay still. And you want to move, but you don't want to move. Like, it's kind of like that type of vibe. So it's really just this inner conflict within us that builds and builds and builds until it gets really frustrating. And we may find that this is getting quite frustrating. But honestly, by the end of the week, or maybe into like the middle of like next week, it'll be hot. You'll be done with it anyway. But that's generally how the energy works, though. It's like inconjunctions are not that noticeable, but then you're just noticing that you're like frustrated and you don't know why. See if there's any inconjunctions that day, or if there was like a big transit, like a new moon that had an inconjunction, and that will tell you why you're frustrated. It's like this little scratch, and then you get annoyed by the little scratch or the little bite. And then you're like, you know what I mean? It just takes a while for the frustration to sit, but it'll happen though, so just be aware of that. Okay. Really interesting energy for sure. Lastly, actually it's 31 minutes. So I actually didn't, it's actually pretty much a normal time for the regular, reading for this, so that makes me happy. All right, so lastly, this beautiful energy right here, this new moon is trine Chiron retrograde. Real dope shit. I love this energy so much. I think this is like gonna be so fucking healing for the universe, y'all. Oh my goodness. Okay, let me get comfortable in my bed for this one. All right, I really be in my bed, y'all, when I do this, by the way. My Bed and Astrology for real, for a reason. All right, so Pete, this energy is going to be trine Chiron. Now Chiron is retrograde in 1 degree Aries, so very, very self-involved energy right now that we're talking about right here, right? But Chiron represents our childhood traumas that kind of stuck around a little bit, you know what I mean, that we need to kind of face a little bit. And it may not be like the main childhood trauma that we've had unless you have Chiron and Aries natally, but it's definitely something that you experience that you kind of need to, heal and work on a little bit. So Chiron and Aries, and especially in the first degree, because first degree is an Aries degree, we're definitely reflecting on childhood traumas that were connected to people ridiculing our personality, our persona, our appearance, our body, but also childhood traumas that is connected to people blocking and stopping us from being people are blocking and stopping our motivation and our drive. You know what I mean? For certain things that we're passionate about and that we are connected to, that gives fire within us. There's plenty of times where that I can think of at least, in which I was really hyped up for something, and then people just oh, you're tripping, oh, I don't know why you're so interested in this, and it kind of just messed up the steam, you know what I mean? So we're reflecting on those things with that placement, especially with it retrograding, and we're just not really doing anything about healing when it comes to healing this, but we're just reflecting on it and thinking on it, right? And then this new moon is trying this energy. And so what's really dope about this is that we have this deep emotional connection to those childhood traumas. We are understanding how we're feeling, why we felt the way we felt, what we feel now about it. Like, we're really emotionally connected to it at a deeper, like a deep level, right? And the thing is that we are kind of like going against people stopping us or people ridiculing us for those things that I've listed. And we're just expressing that energy and not giving a fuck. You get what I'm saying? So it's just real dope. So for instance, if say someone was ridiculed you before about your body, right? And then you're getting emotional understanding of like what that made you feel, what that person was probably going through, how you can heal from it. And then you're just expressing and celebrating your body and not giving a fuck. And the thing is, it's funny because you're not necessarily doing something directly to heal it. You're just saying, fuck it. That's something that I experienced. I'm just going to go ahead and express myself how I want to express myself. You know what I mean? Or say that, like, you know, you were really into soccer, you know, and then like someone was like messing your motivation and drive for it, saying like, oh, why you're into soccer? You're a weirdo, blah, blah, blah. Right? And this is when you were like younger, and all of a sudden you get an opportunity to play in like an adult league, you know, that's like just for fun. And you're kind of like understanding your emotions and possibly why you're holding back from joining that league, even though you want to. And you're like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to do it. It's no conscious thought, really. It's just pure feeling, emotion, and desire. And then doing something. You know what I mean? It's not like you're not consciously healing. It's just like, I understand what I felt then. I understand what I feel now. I'm just going to do what I want to do. Dope ass energy, man. And then with this energy also with the new moon in Sag, you know, Sag is all about philosophy, belief, ideas, religion. You know, you're going to find something that is foreign and different from you, an idea, a belief that's going to help you connect more with your emotion on how to heal this childhood trauma that you had and how to help heal others eventually. And you may not necessarily start consciously healing others and even healing yourself, but you're getting the ideas for it now and understanding how just the big picture of it all. You know what I mean? So it's just like prepping you to really start healing yourself more and then create that wave of healing others. That's why it's called the Wounded Healer. So it's just such a beautiful energy. Amazing, amazing, amazing. So I really like that energy that's happening there, okay? But that's what I have for y'all, guys. If you're interested in hearing the full reading that I have, you can follow me on Patreon. It's patreon.com/AstroDim. And with that, you know, it's a general reading still, guys. Just please remember, it's a general reading still. But what I'm going to talk about in the general Sagittarius new moon reading is, you know, first of all, this whole galactic center, Venus, Jupiter conjunction that's happening. That's like totally like driving people crazy. I'm definitely going to talk about that. You know what I mean? And you know, how you can utilize that energy for it to work in your best interest. Okay. I'm also going to be talking about an aspect pattern that I see for like during this new moon and how you can utilize that energy too and what that means exactly for us. There's 3 fixed stars that is conjunct this new moon as well. So we're definitely going to talk about that, how this is going to play a part into the new moon energy and how you can utilize that energy. And then lastly, I'm going to do what's everyone's favorite, but not really my favorite. It's actually not that bad for new moons, but what I'm also going to do is talk about the new moon throughout the houses so you can know how the new moon's going to affect you and you know what to manifest with this new moon, okay? So I hope this is helpful, y'all. Please let me know if you have any questions. And peace out. Toodaloo. Hey, what's up, y'all? I'm just doing my own commercial. Hi. My name is ASTRODIM. I do a lot. And I kind of want to give y'all my list of things that I do or whatever. So you can, get with it and all that shit. Because, yeah, that's important to me. So, if you're interested in buying a reading from me, go to etsy.com/shop/astrodim. That is ASTRODIM. Okay? 5-star astrologer, right? Been studying since 14. I am 31 now. So that's like more than half my life about. Right? Yeah, it is. Shit. So yeah, I love astrology, y'all. So yeah, have a lot of knowledge. I would love to give you a reading. You can look at my reviews. They're stellar. They're stellar. So yeah, check it out. I also have a YouTube channel that I'm gonna be posting more on, I promise. But sometimes I post like random things, and I definitely post some podcast episodes. So go ahead and check that out. My YouTube channel, my YouTube name is ASTRODIM7. That's ASTRODIM space 7, ASTRODIM space 7. Okay, you can get exclusive content like how I was speaking before on Patreon.com. It's Patreon.com/ASTRODIM. And then, of course, you can listen to my Bed and Astrology. Why not, right? And I'm listenable on multiple podcast platforms, almost all of them except for Tidal. So just, join me, listen to me, whatever. If you just want to support me off of GP, go to Cash App, $ASTRODIM, ASTRODIM. You can do the same on Venmo at ASTRODIM. Also, you can do the same on PayPal, and my name's ASTRODIM there too. PayPal.me/ASTRODIM. If you just want to donate or whatever, that'll be cool. Also, I have Spiritually Fresh, which is my Teespring store. And I have a lot of cute shit there. My Gemstone Junkies merchandise, as well as Virgos. Y'all have merchandise too. And I'm going to be adding more as the months go on. So you can go to teespring.com/spirituallyfresh and see my shit there. And you can look forward to a website for me. Oh my God, I'm not going to speak that much about it, but it's coming soon and it's going to be litty. It's going to be so dope. I'm so fucking excited. So yeah, you have that to look forward to as well. What else do I do, y'all? I think that's it. I think I listed everything. But yeah, support me, y'all. Oh, my Instagram. So I'm probably gonna be on Instagram more. And I've been kind of posting more and stuff. I want to do like topic of the week where I talk about a certain aspect of astrology and get like deeper with you guys or whatever. So you could follow me at _ASTRODIM. That's THE_ASTRODIM. Follow the kid. Also follow Spiritually Fresh too. That has its own Instagram page too. Okay. I guess you can follow me at Tumblr as well. I think I'm ASTRODIM there too, but I'm not quite sure. So just check it out. And yeah, I think I said everything. I think that's everything, y'all. So yeah, thank you for supporting, thank you for listening and all that junk. And yeah, follow the kid, support the kid, love the kid, and all that cuteness. Okay, all right, y'all. Peace, peace, peace.
Yay! podcast you just heard was made using Anchor. Ever thought about making your own podcast? Anchor makes it really easy for anyone to get started. It's a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing podcasts. Best of all, it's 100% free. Sign up now at anchor.fm/new. That's anchor.fm/new to get started.